Christian boy. I'm a man. I'm wild at heart. I didn't know that, and then I read this book called Wild at Heart, and, well, here I've been confused. I thought the Christian walk was about being obedient, getting rid of all the wild things in my heart, and having a pure heart, an obedient heart, a submissive heart. But John Eldredge has cleared it up for me. I'm really supposed to be a tough guy. I'm supposed to be wild at heart.
It's Hershey time.
Oh, boy. Talk the Walk on AM 980 KKMS. More Spirited Talk Radio. Yes, I know. A lot of people love this book called Wild at Heart. Finally got around to reading it this weekend on our little mini vacation, and I wouldn't be one of those guys. It is filled with man-centered psychobabble. But maybe I've got it all wrong, so I'm encouraging you first to call me and tell me what I'm missing with this book. And we'll get to your phone calls at 651-289-4499. That's a different number, 651-289-4499. Let me read you the introduction of Wild at Heart by John Eldredge. I know. I almost want to apologize. Dear Lord, do we really need another book for men? Nope. We need something else. We need permission. Permission to be what we are. Men made in God's image. Permission to live from the heart and not from the list of should and ought to that has left so many of us tired and bored. Most messages for men ultimately fail. The reason is simple. They ignore what is deep and true to a man's heart, his real passions, and simply try to shape him up through various forms of pressure. This is the man you ought to be. This is what a good husband, father, Christian churchgoer ought to do. Fill in the blanks. He is responsible, sensitive, disciplined, faithful, diligent, dutiful. Many of these are good qualities. That these messengers are well-intentioned, I have no doubt. But the road to hell, as we remember, is paved with good intentions. That they are a near total failure should seem obvious by now. What? Right there. See, that right there, I would read this book normally and go, oh, what? So this big guy basically is, I'm not exactly sure everything he's telling me, but what he definitely just told me is this whole concept that men should be responsible, sensitive, disciplined, faithful, diligent, and dutiful is a theology that should be on the road to hell. That's what he's telling me here. Sorry, my Bible tells me these are exactly the things that I'm supposed to be. That I am supposed to be responsible and sensitive and disciplined and faithful and diligent and dutiful. That's exactly what I'm supposed to be. And now John Eldredge is coming along and saying, oh, no, that's not what you're supposed to be. Because you see, at the core of your heart, you're wild. You're wild at heart. Yeah, it's called my sin nature. And that's exactly what I'm supposed to kill every day, not cultivate. Quote from John Eldredge, the introduction. No, men need something else. They need a deep understanding of why they long for adventures and battles and a beauty, a woman, and why God made them just like that. And he goes on then to try to quote scriptures as to why it is that we need adventure. You see, here's why we need adventure. This is why we like the wilderness. Because, sir, you do like the wilderness, right? You do like to go in the woods, right? You do like camping, don't you? You do want to go hunting and fishing and rock climbing. Man, and I'll tell you why. Well, Jesus, he was led by the Spirit into the wilderness. See, that's why. That's what he says on page 5. That's his little proof text. You see, Moses, he wandered around the wilderness. You like that. John the Baptist, he was a voice crying in the wilderness. You see, men like the wild. What? That is some of the sloppiest biblical exegesis I think I've read in a long time. Listen to this quote. Here's from John Eldredge, page 7. This book, I've got it dog-eared. It's a disaster from top to... maybe I've got it all wrong. 651-289-4499. I forgot I was trying to be softer, gentler, Todd. But hey, as a man, I'm going to tell you what I think, and I don't care, because I'm wild at heart. Quote, and then, alas, there is the church. Christianity, as it currently exists, has done some terrible things to men. When all is said and done, I think most men in the church believe that God put them on earth to be a good boy. Let's take good theology and mock it. Yeah, sir. You know what? We are supposed to be good boys. It's called obedience. You can make it trite by using some diminutive phrase like "be a good little boy." It's called obedience, sir. Quote, "The problem with men," we are told, "is that they don't know how to keep their promises." Yep. Be spiritual leaders. Correct again, sir. Talk to their wives. Or raise their children. Yeah, that's right. That's why the Bible takes some time to tell us how to do it, because we don't know. But if they will try real hard, they can reach the lofty summit of becoming a nice guy. He's mocking being a nice guy, because we should be wild at heart. That's what we hold up as models of Christian maturity. Really nice guys. Listen to this. Get ready. Are you ready for this? Listen to this. This is a quote from this book, Wild at Heart, which millions are reading. "We don't smoke, drink, or swear. That's what makes us men." You just heard an endorsement for smoking, drinking, and swearing, unless I've got something wrong. 651-289-4499. Maybe I'm confused. Sam, hello. Sam? Oh, wait a second. Do I need to push? Oh, I pushed the wrong button. Hold on. Sam? Sam? Uh-oh. Phone situation again. Let's see if we've got Sam. It should be working. Hold on. What did I do wrong, Tony? Okay, I'm going to put him on hold, and then I'm going to push. Sorry, we got a new phone system. Have you noticed? That button right there. Sam? Sam, Sam. Sam, Sam. Sam, Sam. Sam. All right, I'm putting it back. Let me try this line right here. Let's go to this one. Hello?
Yes.
Oh, good, it worked. Hi, Tanya.
Hi. I'm 31 years old. I have 3 kids, married, and I just want to, on the outset, say that not everybody is coming from the same place in their upbringings, and that's why when you've had some, maybe thinking things a certain way, they have to be this way, and you read a book like this, not everything that you read, except for the Bible, is 100% theologically correct. Some of the things you say aren't 100% because you are not God. Mm-hmm. And so this book is bound to have errors, but what you don't see is that in some measure it's freeing women and men, and not it, the power, whatever, but like it just helped me see my husband. Why did I marry him? He was big, he was strong, he was very manly, at least, he did the whole macho routine. And now, in all of a sudden, I wanted him to be domesticated, and I wanted him to be sensitive and fulfill all the things my girlfriends were supposed to. And then I realized after I read this book, you know what? He needs time to just go do that thing that he needs to do, And so I think there's validity to that. And when you read things and you don't go, this is my only theology on life, you can point out that, yeah, I didn't like the secular things either, to be honest with you. I love Christian music. I used to listen to secular, don't so much anymore. Would love to not have those references. But like C.S. Lewis says, the story of the message of the Bible is yearning to be told, and so it seeps through secular influences. And so you can find the truth, find the negative truth in whatever scenario you're in.
Okay, Tanya, let me ask you, though. How much bad theology does a book have to have for it to be disqualified?
Well, I think that...
How foundationally off does it need to be tossed into the trash can?
What if there's a certain segment of the population that sees Christianity only this way, and when they provide, hey, yeah, men don't just have to sit in their suits and do this. You know what? Men are not.
But if you're saying though that if a pagan is going to read this book, this is a terrible book for an unbeliever to read, because this book. Did I lose you, Tanya?
No, I'm here.
Okay, this is a terrible book for an unbeliever to read, because this book says basically, we guys, we're tough, we're rough, we're tumble, and we've got a wild heart, we like adventure, and we like to drink, we like to smoke, we like to swear. That's who we are, and it does not get to the core problem of man. Tanya, let me ask you, what is the big question that every man should answer from a biblical perspective? Tanya?
What was your question?
What is the big question that every man should ponder?
What is God's will for him?
Okay.
How he can serve Jesus.
Okay. That's one of the big questions. That's one of the. Okay, I would put those all as cousins of the question, like, how do I get saved? How do I inherit eternal life? How do I get into a right relationship with God? How am I obedient? Those would be some biblical questions that you could debate are the big questions that every man should answer. John Eldredge says the big question every man should answer is, Do I have what it takes to be a man?
Yeah, but see,
That's theologically horrid.
He's picking a category. He's not doing a Bible